Hi everyone, I'm Carl. Welcome back to the Renko Trading channel. Before we start, this content is for educational and experimental purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. If you've ever taken what looked like a perfect Renko trade, and then watched it reverse almost immediately, you've experienced a false signal. And here's the part that catches a lot of people off guard. Renko charts are supposed to reduce noise. They are supposed to make trading easier to read. But false signals still happen, and honestly, they happen more than most people expect. So in this video, I want to walk you through this step by step. Why these false signals actually happen. What they look like when you're trading in real time. And what I personally do to avoid getting caught in them. Let's start simple. A Renko false signal is when the chart gives you what looks like a clean setup, but the move doesn't follow through. You might see a color change and think, okay, this is the reversal. Or a breakout that looks strong, but then it immediately fails. Or even a trend that starts and then disappears after one or two bricks. The chart looks clean, but the market underneath is still messy. Here's a good example. Price breaks above the previous high, and at first it looks like momentum is taking over. But instead of continuing cleanly, it reverses, comes back into the range, and starts moving sideways. That's the kind of setup where a clean-looking Renko signal can quickly turn into a false signal. This is where most people get it wrong. Renko charts remove time, but they don't remove uncertainty. Price is still doing the same things it always does. It's testing levels. It's moving sideways. And it's faking breakouts. Renko just makes it look smoother. So when the market is choppy or undecided, you're still going to get bad signals. They just look cleaner. Let me show you the ones I see the most. First, the color flip trap. You get one green brick after a downtrend, and it feels like a reversal is starting. But a lot of times, that's just a pause, not a real shift in direction. Second, sideways whipsaws. This is probably the biggest one. Price is just moving back and forth inside a range. And the Renko chart keeps flipping colors. That's where you get enter, stop out, enter again, stop out again. That's where a lot of frustration comes from. And third, false breakouts. Price breaks a level, prints a clean brick, and then reverses right back. It looks like a breakout on the chart, but there's no follow-through behind it. So instead of trying to predict the perfect entry, I focus more on filtering out the weak ones. The first filter is confirmation. When a breakout first appears, I don't want to jump in on one brick alone. I want to see follow-through. That might mean waiting for another brick, or waiting for price to continue in the breakout direction. Yes, the entry is a little later, but I would rather enter with more evidence than react to a signal that might fail right away. If the chart is bouncing between support and resistance, I slow down, because that's where most false signals live. Third, I test brick size. Smaller bricks give you more signals, but also more noise. Larger bricks smooth things out, but you enter later. There's no perfect setting here. It depends on what you're trying to do. And fourth, I always define risk before I enter. This is a big one. False signals are going to happen no matter what. The real question is, what happens when you're wrong? Before I take a trade, I already know where I'm getting out and how much I'm willing to lose. This is one of the biggest trade-offs with Renko. Early entries can give you a better price, but they also come with more false signals. Confirmed entries usually have a higher probability, but you're getting in later. There's no perfect answer here. That's why I like testing both approaches and seeing which one actually holds up over time. Here's the key idea I want you to take away. Renko charts reduce noise, but they don't remove bad trades. False signals are part of the system. So instead of trying to eliminate them completely, the goal is to manage them. Better filtering, clear rules, and consistent risk control. That's a wrap on today's breakdown. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like and hit subscribe for more Renko trading insights. Don't forget the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next one.